TKX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today I'm going to be attempting the repeating challenge. It's a seed that repeats. Today I'm going to be attempting the repeating challenge. It's a seed that repeats, and you know, I can make this joke forever, but instead of doing that, let's instead dive straight into it, because this is one of Minecraft's most fascinating seeds, at least on the Bedrock version. You might be familiar with there's some similar ones on the Java, but this is a seed where every single small terrain feature, we're talking coral reefs, we're talking lava lakes, we're talking even ancient debris spawn locations, and caves are the most interesting one, they will repeat over and over and over again, and it's going to be very interesting because today I'm going to be trying my very best to actually not just take, not just to survive, not just to look at these things, but to see if we can beat Minecraft. And if that's going to be, honestly, let's be honest, this is a challenge on one end, but it also, it sounds like it'd be a lot easier having infinite caves. But also, remember, it's not just the places where caves are, for instance, that repeat. It's not just the coral reefs that repeat. It's where there are no coral reefs or no caves that will repeat endlessly, and it means you get a lot of very weird things, but the weirdest of those things, at least for a survival playthrough, is starting and spawning on an island. Yes, as well as being a repeating seed, this just so happens to also be, this is just the little asterisk, the cherry on the cake, the pie on the counter. This that's definitely a phrase. Let's pretend it is. If we just pretend, everyone will believe. But the fact that as well as being those things, it also spawns you next to a shipwreck, a worthless shipwreck. There's no treasure chest here. It's just wood and a door. But like, yeah, a seed that could have otherwise been extra challenging has just one little saving grace, and I really like that personally. Also, thank you very much for the 4.99 E11 jumped. I agree. Toycat is yes, and I'm glad you understand the real message that we're trying to spread here. So, yeah, when you, basically from spawn, we've got a couple of choices. We can choose to head, like, that way, diagonally. We can head that way, diagonally, and you can see, even this coral reef right here, it repeats endlessly. You might think, like, oh no, that's a coincidence, Toycat, if you've never seen this before. Like, oh, that's just a wild coincidence. But, just in case that is your thought, allow me to disprove you, because until it gets to the point where there physically cannot be one anymore, it just keeps on going, and it 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 keeps on going. And thank you, Frank Scott. How are you doing today? So let's get in my boat, and let's show you this one, because again, seeing something like this in creative is quite something. Seeing it in survival is quite something else, and seeing that, like, it's not just the lit up bits that are the same. Like, look everywhere else. It's a very, very, very interesting coral reef that repeats kind of endlessly. So, hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. If you don't know, I stream on this channel 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes like 4. Let's say 2 to 5 times a week. I stream on this channel sometimes. That's my streaming schedule, sometimes. And I'm really looking forward to this because I like survival challenges with a little bit of a weird bent to them. In this case, it's one that we don't even know if it will help us or hurt us. I'll be honest, I haven't looked up the stronghold location to keep it fresh and fun. I haven't gone deep diving before on this seed, and no one has. This is the first time anyone's attempting to really do this in survival all the way to the end, and that's kind of half of the fun, right? To see where it takes us all, and to see how long it takes us, I guess, as well. So let's do precisely that now. After we go to this little island. So for the record, you can see how that really is endless until it physically cannot spawn those things anymore, and then after it can again, it just keeps on going. Just in case you're that guy. But just for some other interesting points about this seed, because we need some food, and then we can dive right into those. You can really see the lack of caves right now, just like, oh yeah, there is no major way, at least not that I'm seeing. Tell me if you see it. I'd love to hear it so I could take your advice. Hey, thank you, Dizzy C4. Wait, it's like Dizzy Cat for the 4. You know what? You could have probably called yourself Dizzy Cat. Someone, like, it was probably, I guess it's probably taken in some places. Man, is there that many people called Dizzy Cat that you have to be like, well, I'll be Dizzy C40. Try beating Minecraft on it, and it was hard. Oh, you tried beating Minecraft on it, it was hard. That sounds like a fun proposition. I'd love to hear about it. So, like, here's an interesting thing, right? Like, this little piece of dirt right here and this little piece of dirt right here are perfectly the same. I think actually this one doesn't have water poking through it, which is odd. But actually, no, it does have water poking through it. And in fact, because they're the same, we can tell that even though we can't see this same water next to this same thing over here, we can tell that it's still there, which means that if we dig down semi-randomly, let's just guess, like here, a couple blocks, do you know what we're going to find? Suspiciously enough, wait, we'll actually have to get the maths on this correct, wow. So if we go up to about here instead, as you can see, what we're going to find is a big waterway instead, I assume. This is the whole cool thing about testing it first in survival. So we'll just dig down in a kind of diagonal fashion. And if we get stone instead, we get stone instead, I guess. But yeah, basically everything repeats, even the cave formations, which means once we find one cave formation that's good enough, we've found an infinite number of cave formations that are good enough. Just saying, Minecraft generates infinitely on any seed, says Bro Dog. Yeah, I guess I guess when everything generates in an infinite loop is a better wording. Yeah, it's interesting that everyone understood what I meant, even though you're right that semantically speaking, it is incorrect. Also, thank you, Exiled Fury. Thank you for joining the member club. So we got 3 obsidian in this nice little ruin portal chest that I do recall existing. And if I'm not mistaken, we only need 4 obsidian, so we even have a flint and steel, so we also have an axe here. 2 axes at that, plus some more iron just in case we need it. So all we need is 2 more iron, and we can go to the nether. So I guess we can do that nice and early. That's fun. But again, getting iron is going to be hard, because even though caves repeat infinitely, the non-caves repeat infinitely too. Which is kind of tragic. Hey, thank you. Oh wait, I guess I thanked someone else instead of Exiled Fury. Thank you, David the Best. You are the best. And by the best, I mean like, you're probably pretty good. I mean, I can assume that from what I know so far. Or maybe you're a terrible, human being. It's hard to be certain. But all I know is that you're someone who chooses to become a member. And that one little tidbit tells me that you're probably better than not. So yeah, we need to remember that's over there. But we're going to just kind of go to the north and see what we find in the meantime. Pray for a cave, I guess. Again, not a single one that isn't filled with water right now. Because repeating, it's fun until it's not. You're the first Minecraft player to beat Minecraft on the seeds list. Let's play. Technically speaking, when you do a random seed speedrun, you're probably the first Minecraft player to beat a particular seed anyway, which is interesting to me. Are you saying I should change my name to a cat, says Dizzy Cat? I feel bad saying it that way, so I guess I don't mean that. Also, did you know that Toycat just so happens to be yes? I did not Tyler Hathorn. Hathorn? Yep, Hathorn. You don't have fawn when you play on this Minecraft seed, am I right? Hello everyone. How's it going? Today, we're starting like a bit of a live stream. I want to call it a bit of a live stream binge, but you can't do that on the first day. Like, it's a good idea to tell people that I want to, but like it's always like presumptuous of me to be like, we're starting something new today. It's like, yeah, we're starting something that I hope will continue, but we're gonna be live streaming maybe a bunch, more than we perhaps normally will, over the course of the next while. And the reason for that is because, why not? It's fun. But no, the more serious reason is because I just feel like, I'm gonna lose out on live stream for a bit. So I want to get like a big binge in, because... Also, thank you, Jessica Forsyth. Hello, Toycat, how are you today? How long do you think it'll take to beat the Gamer Seed? And will the Stronghold repeat infinitely? So the Stronghold counts as like a big structure, which means it has its own code on where it generates, as opposed to like the like random terrain generator. I think, at least. I haven't actually checked. It could be it repeats infinitely, or it could be it repeats never infinitely, which is, I mean, way worse, but we'll leave that one for now. So yeah, I like to believe that this seed will repeat forever. Also, wow, iron pickaxe saves me having to make a stone one. Get me a sword as well. We're doing really well on the free loot stuff. This is just a good seed. This is just objectively good, right? Like, no one's saying this is awful based on what we've seen so far. If you think this seed is awful, let me know. But like, the benefits short term for play, again, like long term, you'd have a bunch of issues. But short term, which is where we all live, this is amazing. This is where I want to be. Give me living in this Minecraft seed. Okay, so imagine a stronghold is below you. That'd be so cool if I was literally like below a stronghold this whole time. I wouldn't know until way later. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. This seed is awful, says Dallas Music. There's always one person. Like, it's not even your true opinion, but you have to be like, this is my one shot. My one shot to have a unique opinion. And honestly, that's not on you. That's on the fact that, oh, there's a second blacksmith. Oh, that's cool. Wish I'd realized. I could probably find some iron for it. Nope, just more iron swords. Not that we really need those, but sure. We'll take them, and we'll put the boots on. And now we're pretty well kitted out, just a few minutes into this one. Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. Well, not even 10 minutes in. The day has barely begun, or barely ended, I should say. We're going to take some sugarcane now, just in case it's useful. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, like, this sugarcane's not in short supply. But if we're going to defeat the End Dragon, I want to do it the wacky way, where you get an Elytra first. And Because, you know, I need to see the End Islands at some point today, right? That needs to be a thing. Also, thank you very much to me for existing and live streaming. I'm just kidding. I don't deserve my own thanks. This is my first... so thank you, Lucas John. Also, Hobo Scott says this is my first donation. And also, what's your opinion on professional wrestling? P.S. I'm very high right now. Okay, so my opinion on professional wrestling, you know, we'll just ignore that last bit. Because, you know, you being high and me being low by comparison, you know, that is not essential to our transactional relationship we have here. So, okay, so we're going to just go this way now. And no, we can't. If we go this way, the same no caves will repeat. So I think we have to get in a boat and head even further north. But even that doesn't seem so great. So if we head left... Yeah, if we head left, that might get us somewhere. Because there is land over there. But first, we'll take a nap in a bed. By nap, I mean a full sleep. Again, I've been saying this for years, but Minecraft needs to have a nap system. Like, you know what? You just want to, you know, you just need to take a little bit of sleep. You don't want to go all the way through the night or all the way to the day. I guess, well, I also think that it'd be cool to be able to sleep during the day. Is this an any percent? It says now what? It's a very bad any percent, I guess. Generally speaking, there aren't speedrun categories for particular seeds, which I think is such a fun idea, personally. Like, obviously, there's a good reason there's not one. But also it'd be fun, right? If there's, like, one seed. Because, you know, set seed ends, like, everyone perfects the same seed, and then everyone moves on to the next one. It'd be cool if everyone just tried on the seed 0 or something arbitrary there. Because arbitrary is fun. It's whimsy, you know? Whimsy and arbitrariness. They go hand in hand, and they're both delightful. So yeah, I guess I have to, if everything generates infinitely, if everything repeats on the, can I beat everything on the seed where everything repeats infinitely? It's not as catchy, you know, it's weird, I think about this a lot, how there are some phrases that we say where everyone knows what you mean, even though that's not clear from your words. Everyone's seen those tests where it's like, if you can read this, then you must be in the top 1% of smart people. But in reality, it's just everyone's brain can take a string of garbled mess and usually interpret something from it. But sometimes, like, genuinely correct sentences will mess you up and will confuse you. Like, it's a very interesting human flaw, I guess. Have we found a cave yet? No, we haven't found a cave yet. We'll find a cave one day. You know, click at search for caves. Perhaps one that could update would be real nice. But yeah, thank you very much to Offshipping on Utilitarianism, says Smooth Industries. So I, again, in my head, I'm like a super utilitarian fella. I like the idea of maximizing like human good or whatever. I think that has to be like the kind of fundamental principle behind everything. But when you start to call yourself something like that, you start to imply all the lesser and more dangerous parts of it. Like, the problem is like, can you sacrifice
I got the notification for our stream right as I grabbed some vodka. Everything's falling into place.
Thank you, Super. Also, Marcus the Pretty God says, how's your week been? Mine's been pretty good. My week's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. And also, what's the seed? It's linked in the description if you want to see my seed video where I like fully covered it. Again, what I just want to find right now, all I'm looking for is a cave. I'm searching in the wrong axis though, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I traveled 1.2 thousand blocks and found no caves on this seed. Okay, guess what we're doing? We're finding them below the ground. We've gone to a point in the middle of nowhere, admittedly. Actually, let's go to like the edge of nowhere. The edge of nowhere is always better than the middle of nowhere. Because at least at the edge of nowhere, you've got a way out. The middle of nowhere, you are hemmed in. Also, hello IBX Slaycat. Your videos inspired me to get all the blocks and items of Bedrock. Now I need all the enchantment books and skulls. Oh yeah, I was so considering getting all the enchantments. Like, I thought that'd be a fun little challenge. I still might do that, you know, as a little thing someday. Because it's like, Minecraft really messed up in making it traders, I think by making it so infinitely, by making it easy to reset trades for a villager, they made it infinitely easy to get a particular enchantment if you're willing to just go through, 15, 20, 40 minutes of initial investment, right? Which I think is a mistake. I think that's a bad idea that Minecraft did that. So we're going to deliberately mine in a way to the right or to the up. As long as we don't mine diagonally, we're good. Actually, no, we want to mine deliberately diagonally this way. Yeah, we want to mine back that way. And that way we have the maximum chance of finding something. I don't care what it is. I'm not hugely bothered. We just want to find something down here. Also, let's dig up and let's get the sand down here so that we have light in the cave. Just because we don't have any coal yet, and I don't know. Oh, we've got torches. Okay, we're fine. But we're gonna run into issues later, so like avoiding those as best we can. Probably a good idea, right? But yeah. So I also, how's your quarantine going? Hi from Canada, says Daniel Song. Mine's going pretty good. I'm just about the end of mine because like the UK has been on lockdown for a few weeks, but you know, like obviously like now I can go, but I feel like it's responsible to give it an extra, at least a little extra push, you know, like an extra month or something, just in case everything breaks in that time. But yeah, so like it's been a fun time. I know like things aren't like normal yet, but they're like we're like heading in that direction, and that's always good. It's interesting that like normal is something people are after, right? Like this is something I think about a lot with regards to all of a sudden. Like, one of the things I've always said, even though I don't like that this is true, but it's fundamentally true, is that, like, things being good, things being, like, you know, things being how they are right now, even with all the flaws that it has, this is not the natural state of the world. Like, things being okay is a really hard place to get to. Like, and that sounds so counterintuitive. Like, no, things being okay, that's the default, like, our goal in life as humans is to make things great for ourselves and for others. It's like, no, things are not great by default. I'm sure I don't need to tell you. I'm sure not. Like, maybe if you're watching this and things are perfect for you, like, I'm very pleased. I'm happy with your situation. But I don't imagine that is true. I don't imagine you are watching this in a perfectly happy place. Or like, again, or if you're happy right now, you're not always happy, right? Or not always pleased. You're not always feeling great about things. There's always some issue. Like, normal isn't perfect. But yet normal is something that can be a lot better than what else comes before. And I think now people realize that, now that we've had like, oh yeah, normal, that everyone was saying before, normal's the worst thing in the world. Now it's gone worse than normal. People are like, yeah, we want like normality again, except they didn't really like the old normal. I don't trust anyone who says their life is perfect. I just don't think you'd have a whole lot to relate to them about. They'd be like, so, I agree, Kat. Like, if someone says their life is perfect, it means either they're suppressing whatever isn't perfect about their life, or they genuinely do think things are perfect, which means that like they're probably not right about it. Like it's very hard. Humans also we have found nothing, by the way. Like we mined such a beautiful little tunnel right here, and it seems to have led us nowhere. We didn't even get iron, right? Did I not? No iron. No iron. What a tragic thing. Actually, wait. Here's a thing. I wanna know it for sure. I wanna test this out. Chat, if you're watching this and you have something that's like a problem in your life, but like, you know, people don't like, you don't feel like, you know, like something that makes your life hard. Can you tell me about it? Tell me like a single thing. I'd like to, and I'm gonna like, because I feel like one of the things that really helps, even though like no one likes to admit it, is like just telling someone else about whether it's some emotional trauma, just a thing that's on their mind, something that makes things hard for you. Share it. I've always heard the phrase that a problem shared is a problem halved, and I hate that phrase because it's like, wait, so me telling you about my problems is me unloading them on you? Ooh, I'll pass on that. That was coal right here. I am an idiot. My crippling anxiety, my parents, school, laundry, the smiler, being trans, being broke, unskippable YouTube ads. Dude, I mean, like, if unskippable YouTube ads are like the worst of your problems, I'd still say that's a pretty good place to be, right? If one of the things that like comes to your mind first about like unpleasant life is like, oh, you know, sometimes I have to go through like, you know, 30 seconds. It's not even 30 usually. It's more like 12 in my experience. Maybe I get different ads to you. That's the whole thing, right? Also, thank you, Mischievous. Good to see you. Also, Dad is the best. Take your money, you're poor now. Also, thank you, Awissa. Ooh, oh man, what a name that is. So my plan is, I need to find iron, right? I didn't think it would be this hard. I could smelt down my stuff. No, even then, that's not gonna work. So what we have to do is we just have to dig a different way. So now we dig the other way downwards. Also, My cave is so impossible to find that even though I was right there, I can't find it. Was it just over there, maybe? You know, things be confusing. So again, this is my first, like, raw attempt. I genuinely don't know where things are at. And the fact that I did all of that and got nowhere is kind of depressing. But we'll just do the same in this direction now. And it should get us somewhere. At the very least, some iron ore. Because you don't realize how useful caves are helping you find iron till you don't have caves. Due to my autism, I sometimes just can't socialize my friends properly. See, that sounds hard, right? That sounds like a pretty big problem to feel like you're not communicating with those around you in the way that maybe they want you to, or in the way that is optimal, or, you know, whatever particular word stick that you'd like to throw on here. But and you know that is genuinely a challenge. Like every time that you overcome that, you know, you said sometimes, like the fact that that's not always the case, that's something to celebrate, right? That's something to be, if not happy with, if not proud of. You know, I would maybe not, if not happy with, then proud of. Like definitely proud of. Like you should be the fact that you are sometimes making your, you know, something that could be an eternal problem. Like it's not like you being autistic goes away, you know, on the weekends. I mean, I don't know your particular diagnosis, but the fact that you, should we make ourselves a shovel or something? That might be a smart idea. Okay, we're gonna make it single iron ingot, not really worth it. We're just gonna make ourselves a shovel. Nice and simple stone, I guess. Sure, why not? Also, Cameron says their mum punishes them for having average grades. Her excuse is, I'm not an average person. I just want to show her she's glad that I'm at least passed. Yeah, I can see, right. That's something I was thinking. That's something that I thought non-stop as a child. Like, I was told the same thing, like, no. Like, doing just well enough is not good. And I was like, but I did it, you know? Like, I did better. Yeah, and it's like, no. This is my expectations. This is where you gotta go. Like, and I do think that there's a value in having high expectations from you, like, even though you don't see it now. All the kids around you where their parents are like, yeah, you didn't fail today, have a party. I think that, you know, like, obviously you want them to show it. I think it's likely that they are, you know, proud. If they're not proud of you, not. I think I'm proud of anyone who does above average. Like, you're in the top, you know, 49%. That's good enough for me, you know? So, good job, Cameron. I need to make myself a pickaxe. I've never had a seed be so, like, damaging. Like, well, I just want iron, you know? I just want some iron ore. But I guess all of the iron ore generates, so you have to really, like, you get what I'm saying? It generates as part of the repeating stuff. So, in other words, it doesn't generate. So, it's a whole painful thing. We'll make 2 stone pickaxes this time, because stone has half the durability of iron, roughly. Thank you very much. I really missed you. So glad to be back, says Mother Russia. Where have you been, Mother Russia? Tell me about the secrets. Tell me the siren that led you astray. Can you make a video of how to mine netherite without mob spawning in your tunnel? Sadly, I don't think that's true. Like, I want to know more about nether mob spawning, because that's something that annoys me. But I think piglins will spawn regardless of the light level. I could be wrong. To ask a random question, how's your day? Says Fane the Chosen One. My day's going pretty well. I took a weekend off. Like, I took it so badly off that, like, I forgot to upload Store Saturday till, like... Alright, you know, there was an issue we had and we didn't get uploaded till, like, 11 PM. Same with Seat Sunday. But, yeah, I don't know. I had a little time off and I was feeling good about it. I was feeling, like, kind of guilty. Oh, we found iron ore. Which means, now we found iron ore, right? What we can do... Okay, look at this magic I'm about to pull off right here. It's hard to find your first version of anything, but once you do find that version, now we switch to mining this way, right? And look at this magic I'm about to pull off. I hope. Maybe if it's not attached to a cave, it doesn't work this way. I'm pretty sure it should, but you know, I'm pretty sure that the Earth is a ball, and you know, there's a group of people who are pretty darn sure that I'm wrong about that, huh? But yeah, so what does someone donate? Oh, F4 for diamonds, says this channel with no topic. You know, the alt F4 jokes on the internet are very funny. I do laugh sometimes, and by that I mean, like, not really. I'll be honest, like, the thing that makes people laugh, right, is that, like, it happened to them once. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you disagree with that. and you're like, ooh, that pain's gonna be on someone else. Like, something about, like, oh, we didn't pick up the iron. Something about, like, oh, Lord, let's just combine the pickaxes together. It's the simplest way to just be able to pick up the iron. There's something about, like, I like to think there's, like, a cycle. There's something about suffering that makes us, like, sometimes just want to include others in the suffering. Like, our goal should be to minimize that suffering, to, like, make it not happen again. Also, yeah, I don't think this was a repeat. It could be that if I go further, because this was only, we're at minus 600. So we have to be at minus 616 before it should repeat. Let's see if it does. If it does, that'll be great. If it doesn't, then, you know, iron ore for some reason does not repeat. But again, it should. So what do I even know? Also, what's your opinion on taxes? We're not doing tax talk again. Every time we talk about taxes, it's like, some number of people don't get it. Which, like, everyone should get it, right? Everyone should be like, oh yeah, I understand taxes. Especially people who are like, you know, like, the biggest proponents for how great taxes are and how, like, they build... If you like taxes and you think they're good and you want to increase them in some cases, it's like, you should know where they are now. You should be pretty darn familiar with them. The ins and the outs of what... You know, like, you can't look at, like, you know, like, imagine being a doctor who wants to, like, raise your patient's dosage of, like, some painkiller. But instead of, like, looking at how much painkiller they have right now, or even knowing what the painkiller is, just being like, you know, they're in pain. Give them a painkiller. And it's like, doctor, we've given them so much. If we give them any more, their kidneys will fail. And it's like, you know, I hate to flex on you all, but I have strong opinions about how painkillers work. And those strong opinions override your actual expertise. So, sorry to say that we're going to give them some painkillers. And then 5 minutes later, the patient's dead. And it's like, well, there's nothing we could have done about that, huh? Also, thank you very much. Slickcat, have you played with subs before? I have, but I don't do it very often. It's like, it's very nightmarish to organize on Bedrock still. Like, there's no easy way to have people join a game without actually, you know what, right now, like, if I had any strangers join, it would just lead to hacking now, right? On the Bedrock version, you can't just trust strangers to join a game, in my honest opinion and not expertise, not even expertise. He's not hurting anymore, technically. That's a good point. We should kill everyone with painkillers. You know, oh, this is weird. This is very weird. Oh, what is this cake doing? So now we've got some iron. We can finally scoop some water up. We can mix it with some lava. We can make some obsidian. Go to the nether. It'll be great. 13-year-old here. I want to know about taxes. See, that's great. That puts you in the 10th. You know, like, that puts you in some lofty percentage points of people. Puts you very high up in that stack ranking. I think we've gone too far. I think we have to, like, cut back across here. I could be wrong, but we're gonna do that anyway. Just because I feel like we've gone too far in one direction, not enough in the other. Oh, do you want to see something cool? So here's a forest, right? There's a bunch of trees in this forest. Because trees count as a minor structure, which is what this seed actually repeats. It's not all structures, it's just minor ones. What should happen in this forest is this whole thing. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Oh, wait, darn. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. So there is a tree right here, right? Actually, we need to find a better example of this. Let's find, like, a nice... Okay, so look at these trees right here. They're two next to each other, and they're like that. Then let's go over here, and what do we see? Two trees next to each other, looking like that. Then we go over here, and what do we see? Is it two trees? Are they next to each other? What do you know? They are. Very suspicious, if you ask me. So yeah, we definitely want to go, like, back up that way. I don't know how far, I don't know for how long, but we're going to try it. Wait a sec, the chat isn't spamming. Wow. I'm very pleased with that. It's kind of cool. One of the things about I'm liking, one of the, like, having a number of viewers, and also, thank you, my flight to London with a layover was cancelled, aiming to book next April, but sad but not dismayed. Thanks for all you do, says Abraham516. No, okay, you know, again, there is a small scale example of suffering, right? It's very small scale, like, oh yeah, I was doing my luxury premium fight at the other side of the world, but it's still suffering. Something that you expected has been taken away. Also, thank you, Autimama616px did it. No, wait, what is... Oh, that you can't see that. That's just on my screen. I'm using a new streaming software, and it says the number of pixels that something is. So apparently, that's 616 pixels tall. Now you know. But, you know, like, you can look at that and be like, whoa, you know, It doesn't, you know, like it's you could be you were having it without it, and now you just be, you know, don't whatever. Like that, someone's gonna give you some bad advice on that. But I think that, like, yeah, that sucks. That's a bummer. Even though it was a premium luxury or whatever before, it sucks not to have. Real bad that you can't come to London for a layover. Don't know where you were flying, but that's a thing. Like, I'm glad that you. Yeah, I'm sorry that there has been a inconvenience. Oh, maybe even worse. I think we can step that inconvenience up to a big problem, and I hope that it fades away soon, huh? So we're gonna smelt the iron in this one, and in this one, we'll throw like all this meat, and then we'll have some food. We'll have some obsidian, and in just what is that? 30 minutes we can go to the Nether, and that's with a ruined portal. Without a ruined portal, imagine how hard this would have been, because we wouldn't. Oh god, no! How did I manage to? How am I managing this, by the way? Oh lord. Okay, so I'm gonna go get in that water real quick. Oh, there's water. No, there's not. Whew. Oh, it's a zombie jockey. If you play Java, which statistically, because some of you are new here today, you haven't. You do. So, oh, that creeper just blew up. I am really messing this one up today, huh? But look, it's a zombie riding a zombie. Bedrock exclusive. Just got a double kill there. That's how good I am at this stuff. But yeah, your disappointment sucks, and like, you know, the fact that you have to be disappointed sucks, and I hope things improve in the soon term era for you. You know, that's I meant all those words I said. I said them and I meant them and I'm sticking to them. But no, yeah, it's that thing about, like, you know, your normal has changed now. Like, your new normal is the normal without having a flight to London, without being able to, well, you won't even go to London, you're having a layover in London. But like, your new normal world is about that. And it would have been better before, right? So you know, things have gone downhill. And I think that's one of the most valuable lessons that people spend a long time learning. Thank you, Mother Russia. I tried to explain it in my previous tip, but the government burned it out of your memory. In all seriousness, I'm happy to be back. Oh, I was somewhere with no internet, definitely not in a ground bunker. Also, I'm sorry I missed that. I don't know why I'm bad at missing chats today. Also, thank you, GG Scorched. GG, you just got scorched or something like that. Throw this in there and replace it with that. Just keep the same thing going. You know, we need some leggings, right? Let's make some leggings. Or actually, we could probably make iron leggings. Or, way more fun, you know, why don't we have fun with this today? This is a fun seed. This isn't like a competitive category where we're trying to get the fastest time in the world. Let's do a thing. But, yeah, do we want this dirt? We don't really. The thing about normality always being, okay, so we need to scoop this, scoop it over there, then move back. Okay, we're gonna be great. But the thing a lot of people forget about is, like, it's such a, I find this is like people who are like generally sheltered. I don't wanna like criticize it that way, but like it's generally what it is. They're like, no, this is like, things are just gonna remain good. It's like, no, things can get a heck of a lot worse at any point in time. Making sure those things don't get worse should always be a priority. There we go, we did it. We made a Nether portal. We're going to the Nether. I wish I remembered more about the Nether, because I definitely went to the Nether a couple weeks ago for the seed, but I had a chest here the whole time. Could have just taken that. Well, you know, I guess what we're doing now is we are question mark doing this instead. It's a double chest. Look, wow, so much room for activities in here. Am I right? Yeah, we'll keep everything else in here. Maybe not the sugarcane. Whatever. So let's get some pork chops going. This is definitely gonna be enough for the run. But yeah, just for whimsy here, right? Let's just have a little bit of fun. We need to treat ourselves. Let's put some water in this. Then let's use our, we don't have any dyes on us. Can we find a dye? I bet we can. Let's use this white flour to make some white dye. And then we can have white leggings. So, light grey dye, never mind. You know, light grey is an ugly color, but we're sticking with it. And this is basically as good as iron, right? Like, what type of leggings am I wearing? Iron, I'm pretty sure. Treat yourself with a double chest. Sometimes you just gotta do that, right? Sorting items and such, of course. So, Kat, what do you think of the new overworld music? It's not actually meant to be new overworld music. It's meant to be new underwater music. It's just that most people have water somewhere in the overworld. I'd be quite surprised if people didn't, actually. Okay, so here's one I haven't checked. Does never gold or repeat? I don't think it does. But if it does, we can probably utilize that and do trading route instead of... Like, it'd be way more fun to trade to get our stuff rather than having to do other things. So, yeah, we're gonna... Because we're in a nether cave, this thing right... Oh, God. Guess we're attacking a enderman. What we can actually do is we can follow this cave infinitely, I believe. If we can find the right direction. Yeah, this is the right direction. If you look through there, we should be able to just follow and follow and follow endlessly. I could be wrong, because... Oh, okay, so you can see where it is, but the lava lake does get in the way still. But, in theory, endless. In theory. I mean, in bad theory, but still in theory. What is your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? There's this guy, you know, he's a little underrated. He's called IVX Toy Cat. No, I'm gonna not do that joke. He's very, very stubborn and full of yourself. I mean, just because he's the best doesn't mean I can mention it. You ever heard of or played a game called Nota? No. I read that as Nokia at first. I was excited to answer that question. I was like, oh, let me tell you about my Nokia. And I realized, you know what? It's not that. And now my life is sadder. It's gone downhill as a result. And it's all your fault. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the tip, man. Also, thank you, Jack McGowan. It's your boy Jack again with another donation. Also, thank you, Corrugate Industries. Good to see you again. Thank you for the generosity today, friends. Yeah, this is a weird nether spawn. You know, what should we do here? I guess what we want to do... Definitely not go that way. Because that's a bad idea. I guess we just want to, like, get up to higher ground. Because there's clearly a warp forest or something up there. 2 endermen spawning this fast. Yeah, there's got to be a warp forest, right? There's no way there's not. Or maybe it's a pure coincidence. Yep, pure coincidence. Oh, Jesus. Why did I do that? Oh. Yeah, that was dangerous. That was not smart. So yeah, I guess we'll just, like, kind of, We'll do, like, a little brick trail. A little, what's the word? Breadcrumb trail. As we go up the mountain. And then that'll make things very clear. Because we got so much cobblestone from that dumping we did earlier. This can be all great. Could you kill a... Okay, no, dumb question. No offense. I tried to read chat. One of the things I'm trying to get better at is, like, if someone says a chat that is, like, not helpful to other people and is not really even helpful to them, I try not to answer it. That's my new, like... It's something I've always tried to do, and I'm like, I'm gonna get better at policing it. Because that's a thing you can get really stuck down on live streams. Like, people being encouraged for quantity over quality. If you see, whenever I do a Q&A, there's always one guy who's like, you know, the only way to guarantee your question is answered is to ask 1,000 questions. It's like, do you want your questions answered, or do you want, like, a question to be answered regardless of the content? Because if it's that second one, then it's like, well, what are we even doing here, you know? Like, why am I bothering and answering in the first place? It's this interesting thing about, like, not realizing why people do something, I guess. That is very, very common. Very, very common. Okay, so we're going to keep going this way, and it should keep leading us through little caves. And eventually, that'll take us to a place we want to be. I always end up paying about 500 super chats when I watch your streams, Lamau, says Jack McGowan. Well, thank you very much for £7 today. That is a serious increase in your super chat allowance. I'm glad things are going well for you, or at least well for me because of you. But no, thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoy supporting the streams. Or you have a problem, in which case, you know, that should be fixed too. That's probably more important if it's a problem to be fixed. But if it's not a problem to be fixed, then I'm proud of you. No, wait, I'm not proud of you. I'm happy with you. You know, I'm not any emotion with you. You get to be the emotion with yourself. But I was sick the entire month. Can watch your videos and streams. Can you recap? Says Yotam. Well, if you want to recap, you can watch one in the unlisted live streams playlist, which is on my channel, and I always have to plug. I never remember to mention that playlist. A lot of people always say, like, "Hey, Cat, where'd the live streams go on your channel?" And it's like, there is a playlist. I wish it didn't have to be that way. I wish it was... Again, that's why I started the 4th channel. I never used it for that. I just use it for, like, highlights and stuff. But here's a thing we do. If pigs enter the nether, they should turn into hoglins after a while. I think I'd like that. Can you do a sequel to political ideologies? The reason I haven't is because I used up all the most interesting ones in that first video. That's the biggest problem. Cade Lende. Like I enjoyed making that video. I still every now and then, like to this day, I had my I went viral on Reddit, not me, but like someone posting my video and like making a joke. Oh lord, why did I do that? Ouchie. But are there nether fortresses on this? I mean, there's gotta be a nether fortress somewhere. I just don't know where. That's a thing we'll have to find for ourselves, I guess. You know, this is why my iron leggings probably should actually be iron leggings rather than pretend iron. This is the big mistake I'm making. Please only use this money to buy rye bread with the fruit things in it and the flour on the top. I cannot, will not, and shall not promise that. What I will use it to buy is the exact opposite. Whatever is the opposite of that, I will buy many of it. As always, if you tip me, it will be used exclusively to buy things you disagree with. This is, again, the reason I don't use the word donation, the reason I don't do the guilt you all thing, is because now you do this because you want to, because it helps you out, and because it encourages more streams. Do it for that reason. If you're thinking like, oh yeah, Toy Cat can only buy food or one little thing from me, that's all good. It's all good, man. Like, I'm good. And I know your thing's a joke, because that sounds awful.
Sore, I'm not on Simcraft, so take more money. Toy Cat is yes.
You know what? Here's my solution. If you're sad you're not on a particular you know, thing, in this case, a crafting of the simp variety. Look at this cave, by the way. It just goes on forever. It's kind of cool. You know what? You make your own simp craft with blackjack and hookers. That's what you gotta do. It's the only logical... Ooh, I love this. Okay, we got something. Just need to, like, make a pathway or, like, make a beacon that reminds me to come back here. So we'll just make a little pathway. Not because we need it, but because we want to. But yeah, make your own. Something I actually kind of like, because I really like when it comes to Discord. I hate having my own Discord server. I've regularly looked at like trying to just not exist. Like the pain it causes me to have a Discord server is so much more than the benefit I get. So like something I've been encouraging people is like, hey, you wanna find some friends, you wanna make your own one. That's cool. You know, like the Discord server is a you know a singular dictatorship. If you want to be cool, you want to post things, you want to share some things with other people. The Reddit has like actual moderation functions, whereas Discord's this scary place where with no real like every YouTuber like has a Discord, and it's like, yeah, you gotta have it. It's like a Snapchat, you know, like how does it benefit you to have it? Well, you know, everyone else does it, and it's like, oh, except this is actively a thing against it. Stop trying to tell people about Simcraft, says Cat Gal. I could be wrong here, but I think it was you that invited me. So you're the one at fault here. If you don't like how public this server is. But yeah, if you want to start your own Minecraft server with any friends, then like use the subreddit, use the thing. I don't want to make anything official because if I make it official, people will hack it to prove a point because they want to be in a video. But like if you want to make your own little server. Don't care about your inclusion in videos, etc. Then boy, do I have just the thing for you. So yeah, the plan is to kill some Endermen. I always get kind of bored of doing it this way. Is there a more fun way of getting... I guess we could trade. Where can we... I guess we just find a bastion, right? We can... Yeah, if we can go infinitely in the nether anyway, which we effectively can, let's just trade. Let's just find gold ore in that cave. Like, because we'll find enough gold nuggets eventually. Then let's trade. Let's just do it. That'll be fun. Okay, let's get down here. Get down here. And let's just continue the endless tunnel. Except it's not endless, this is actually the end. Kind of awkward that I thought it was an endless tunnel, and I was actually at the very end. Unless maybe it, like, comes off to the side over here. Nope, it does not. I can now confirm. Yeah, using cobblestone as a breadcrumb is an idea that only lasts for so long. I'm gonna use this seed and invite my friend to play it until he goes insane, says Dizzy Cat. Yeah, I think that'd be a fun thing, like, just messing it up. Also, I enjoy the stream of consciousness, says Laura Shoesmith. Thank you. Yeah, that's what the live stream is, and I think, also, first of all, I love that it's, like, a stream of consciousness. It's something that I've always, like, done. Like, it started, obviously, just because I was like, oh, need to make a 40-minute video. easiest way is just, you know, give my thoughts as we go. But it's like, it kind of turned into like, whenever I want to live stream something that's not this whole kind of thing, there's always like a group of people that are like, oh yeah, but I would have enjoyed it more perhaps even if it was just like you chilling, talking to us, like having a conversation. And that's like mind blowing. That's like, how do you deal with that information as well? Like, and the answer is I don't know. I don't is the real answer. How do you deal with new information? You just don't. Streamception. This is the first time I hear the nether music and it's so doomy and I love it. Yeah, it depends on which biome you're in. Like you're gonna see how it's gonna change now that I've left the thing, right? And it's gonna go to something else. I don't know what else right now. Okay, so yeah, the infinite nether caves is a really cool thing, but it does have the caveat. Caveat? I think I say caveat. Caveat. Hello, have a nice day, please, says Moo. That's the nicest soup channel out. Also, what do you think is the worst change in 1.16, says Bob Free Studios? The worst change in 1.16. On Bedrock, it's how much more mobs spawn. As far as in general, I don't like the, like, it's a balance change, like, whatever. But, like, of all the things they could have done with villagers, they made it so that villagers trade for melon blocks instead of melon slices now. It's like, there were so many other things that needed fixing. Like, they fixed the symptom rather than the cause of that being busted, in my opinion. So yeah, now trading, it's like a, I guess it's the easiest single change they could have made. But also it's kind of annoying. Because it means that, like, there are now, because your, like, old trades will stick, if you farmed villagers before 1.16, it was easier than after. And if, like me, you got unlucky and all of your villagers died just after 1.16 came out, or just before, then you've lost the ability to do that forever. And, like, something hurts me about changes that are like, oh yeah, if you did this before, it's fine. If you do it after, it's not. Because, like, it was a different Minecraft bug, a different Minecraft feature or whatever, that caused them all to die. Because, like, illagers spawned inside my... Whatever, you're not mildly mad about that one. Only mildly. Only very, very mildly. Otherwise, very happy-go-lucky. Which, by the way, is a weird phrase, right? Happy-go-lucky. Are you happy, or are you lucky? And why is the go in there? You know, happy and lucky. Happy, feeling lucky. Don't have to be both. Random question, what age or mental age or below is it strange for one to watch your content? Would I... So, the thing to me is, like, whenever someone says, even like, I'd say, like, 14, 15, I'm like, oh, that's interesting, I wouldn't have expected that. But, I'd say the age below, which is definitely weird, is probably, like, for me, personally, it's probably, like, 13. Because, like, below that age, there's gonna be... I know, there's always the thing of, like, oh, yeah, I totally understand, man. It's, like... I worry, like, I think there's a lot of people who are mentally under 13, even though they're, like, aged 40. And I think there's a lot of people below the age of 13 who are, like, actually way smarter than their parents, way smarter than society puts them out to be. But I also think there's a lot of dumb dumb people below the age of 13. And I worry, like, man, I don't think my videos would be good for one of them. Like, as a gospel alone, like, I actively even for, like, anyone, I would say, like, I actively question the value of my videos and what they bring to people, even for, like, people otherwise. The way I kind of calibrate my channel is around me. I'm like, what would I like to watch? What do I think would be a fun thing to, you know, to enjoy? And I guess it's cool that I think that's the thing I want first and foremost, like, people who share some agreement on something with me. And everything else is just kind of like, huh, okay then, sure, I guess. Okay, now we got a little place. We're gonna kill some endermen, get these poles going. I have no idea how we're gonna find blaze rods, by the way, but that's fine. My mental age is 22. Sigh, I'm a boomer. Exactly, on the internet. That makes you like a very, very, very old boomer. No, isn't it? There's this interesting thing about the term boomer being overused to mean literally anyone older than you is a boomer. Even though that, like, there's literally a definition of what boomer is. On the internet, no. It's like Karen. People like, oh yeah, if there's one thing that's been proven here, it's that, like, Karens are, like, you know, like, generational, interspecies internet content. It's like, wait. The definition included, like, an age. Like, it's really easy to play like super loose with definitions, and like on a person-to-person basis, it works really well. But something I think a lot of people forget about on the internet is that you're communicating with a lot of people. Like people use a lot of people use a lot of words all the time that are entirely redefined. I think one of the craziest ones. You're just mad because it makes you a boomer. You know, I am a boomer. I'm sorry, friends. I do like explosions. That's what boomer means, right? That's definitely what boomer means. Definitely nothing to do with baby boom. It's all about explosions. I love explosions. What can I say? I sometimes, you know, just blow up Minecraft worlds of TNT just to hear them go boom. You know, first of all, that is really fun, right? Like, I would enjoy immensely just going to people's worlds and blowing them up. I think, like, obviously, consensually, on a realm, on a backup or whatever. But, like, one of my favorite things to do with a big project after I finished it is, like, let's light it up. Let's go for it. If everything repeats, does that mean the stronghold is technically easy to find? So thankfully the stronghold shouldn't repeat again. I don't know for sure. Don't know if there even is strongholds. I would hope and imagine so. But it is something very curious, right? It's a good realm video. Yeah, I'd love for like people to be like, hey, give me creative access to your survival world. Let me blow it up. I think I'd like. There's something satisfying about building. Like this is true of like Lego and Connects or whatever else to do. Wait, chat. Do you know what Connects is? Type Connects in chat if you know what Connects is, and type Canokes in chat if you don't know what Connects is. Like, I don't know what Connects is. Canokes. Yeah, Connects or Canokes. Like, I always, like, it always seemed like off-brand Lego to me. Like, obviously it isn't. Connects, Canokes. Connects. Again, majority of people get it. Okay, that's good. That's cool. But yeah, I used to always, like, I used to enjoy, like, building towers. Like, with the limited amount of Connects that we had, because obviously, you know, only a certain amount of those toys going around. But with the limited amount there was, I enjoyed being like, yeah, let's make a big structure. But then the second best bit was like, make a big structure, and then when you're done, like, just knock it down. Like, watch it fall and destroy. Like, something that's inside all of us, I think all of us, is just this enjoyment of destruction. And sometimes we think of it as, like, looking into the void, right? Like, seeing just like, oh, yeah, all I see on the other side of this void is death. I want everything to burn. And there are some people in society who do want things to burn. Probably related to this enjoyment of destruction. If you've never seen things fail in your life, if everything is orderly, would it be nice if sometimes there was chaos, a revolution or whatever? Like, again, you can even you can see very clearly, especially when you look at like actual you know, like what a thing like that looks like. It's like, oh, this is horrifying. Why do people want this? But also, boom, boom. You know, like it makes a satisfying feeling in your brain, and isn't that the most important thing? Duplo blocks, not Lego, is Roblox. Man, I've always wanted to play some knockoff Lego like Duplo. I never had the experience of that. It's like do you remember the console wars? If you don't, then you're not a boomer like me. But every generation, and there's probably gonna be like, you see it online a little bit already for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X or whatever. But like people get one console because their parents can only, either they personally can only afford one, or their parents will only buy them one. Because like it's hard enough to, like, at least my parents. I don't know if you grow up rich and you have infinite money to buy infinite things. I had friends like that who just had all the consoles because like, oh yeah, I just asked for them, so I just got them. And I thought, like, that's kind of cool. But the reality is like everyone fights over these things because it's like it's a clear identity that you get one or the other. You don't generally get both. Like I see on the internet sometimes. It blows my mind these people exist in 2020, but people are like, oh yeah, there are iPhones and then there are poor people phones, or like there are phones of people who know what they're doing, and then there are iPhones, and it's like, like they're two like opposing like there's no reason why. Oh man, this is about to break, which will really mess me up when it does happen. By the way, oh, we heard spooky noises. That's fun. Very true. Xbox for life though. Sega Genesis or Sega Master System though. Isn't that a EU versus America difference? Only the same console? Or am I thinking of something else? side note here, but like killing Enderman is always the most frustrating and unrewarding part of a speedrun, in my opinion. Like I really liked at first that this was getting faster in 1.16, but now that it's here, I'm like, oh, this is the worst. This is, especially when you're actually speedrunning. I'm glad that this isn't a speedrun, just because we can chill, we can take our time on this. But yeah, so I bought my own phone at 12, iPhone 11, all money by myself, so yeah. And do you hate the phones that aren't iPhone? Like I think this like two groups that oppose each other is a surprisingly stable like ecosystem, because then like it's one of the things that big companies like is brand loyalty, because if you're loyal to a product, you'll buy it regardless of its strengths and weaknesses. Like if you know, like that's just how things be. And one of the things about like having two opposing camps is you don't have to be in favor of something even. You don't even have to like something. You just have to hate the people who agree with the other thing. And I find it crazy that anyone ever got to that level. But yeah, so many systems we ever create are literally built on like the whole, oh yeah, we'll just have like big groups of opposition. Oh, okay, something broke. My chest plate. Really think I need that chest plate, but that's fine. Game disagrees with me. The phones that can run Minecraft past October 2020, gang. Like, okay, let's be honest. Anyone who has a phone, like, I can't, you know, either you are a you would, no, I'm not gonna, but like, if you have a phone that was built before 2013 or something, then you probably aren't very into that phone. Like, I get 1% of Minecraft players or something will be affected by that, but like, it's the most minor of groups of players. Because they picked such a low cutoff point. They're like, okay, we're officially making Minecraft a serious game that like has actual requirements. Now you need to have a whole 768 megabytes of RAM, and it's like, well, like they're gonna have to have the same problem in 2 years' time when they have to go up to like a gig or whatever. And maybe that's like deliberate. Maybe they want to have every couple years a discontinuation. But I don't know. Stop killing Enderman. You're not Yan me, just for you. Not for me. This is all for you, friend. I'm gonna stop. You have changed my mind with your one very convincing YouTube comment where you just asked. I would say asked nicely, but that's definitely not the definition of the word nicely right there. 5G causes better loading. You know what? I'm just saying, like, isn't it worth us all getting deadly infected with a virus if we get faster internet speeds? Like, isn't, you know, like you always see people tearing down the towers, and it's like, well, on the one hand, you know, this is causing something. Oh Lord, almost died. You know, let's not talk about 5G jokes. You know, the problem with 5G jokes is that they're all inside of us all along. No, wait, the problem with 5G jokes is that they're very if you laugh, the laughter from 5G jokes is very contained. Nah, the effects of a 5G joke. I can get there eventually, but in the meantime, I unfortunately fell with the Apple virus when I was much younger. Still no one has been able to cure me. Yeah, I have no, like, maybe it's just me, but like I think my perspective has always been, it doesn't matter if you run Android or iPhone. If you like new shiny, if you want the world to move forward, if you want new shiny stuff, heck yeah, that's what you want. Yeah, just stop, says Ulti Mama. You know, that sounds like encouragement to continue that I'm hearing right there. Okay, we can get there. We can workshop this joke together, friends. Let's make this happen. I don't really like Bedrock Edition for multiple reasons, but it's better than Xbox One Edition. It definitely is after all the updates we've had now. Like, going back always feels weird because it's like 2 years ago. It's a reminder of how much progress happens. Oh, we don't have our gold anymore. Okay, we can make more, though. We can make more. Not a chest plate, though. Oh, that's gonna be a whole problem. You know, let's just make a gold chest. Actually, let's not. Let's make an iron chest plate. Let's treat ourselves. We're worth it. We're worth it. Okay, I'm back here, but not in the best of circumstances. Oh, I found the same cave system repeats up here. And this one might actually go on much further because it's so much higher up. Okay, we found something. The problem with 5G jokes is you can't make a good one. The problem with 5G jokes is I can't make a good one without everyone... No, can't do it. Without everyone going mad. Where everyone going crazy. Where everyone going, You know, I'll get there one day. It'll be the best joke. You're gonna be like, wow, Toy Cat. That was the piece de la resistance. That's the word. Those are all words. That's what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, wow, Toy Cat, you redefined the 5G joke genre, which is definitely a whole genre. It definitely shouldn't be. It probably is though. Okay, so we've got everything we need. We're gonna, I guess we'll leave these things here. I really want to combine the two axes. It's sad you can't do that in just your inventory. Gonna throw away these and this, and then we're gonna keep on going. We only have some pork chops left because my other stuff's cooking in the overworld. Actually, should we just go down now? Let's, okay, you know, I'm gonna save myself a lot of pain in the future by going through a little bit of pain right now. This is a surprisingly uncommon move. Your laughter is like 5G. It makes funny waves which are contagious. There we go. I can't make that joke about myself without being full of myself. But that is where I'm leaving this one. High quality humor about radio waves. Also, the problem with suicide jokes is that you always get left hanging. There you go. That's quality. You know, how do you fellas in chat? Like, I want. Oh, did you hear that? You know, your opinions are now muted by my concern for my life. Also, I think we're in the wrong place. I think we need to go down a little more. Also, we are out of this, so we're going to be using nether from now on, it seems. Oh yeah, it was over here. I think where this little gap is. Yeah, there's a little way down over here. No, this is also wrong. No, I'm pretty sure this is right anyway. I have no reason to believe that. But, you know, just like 5G conspiracy theorists, it's not going to stop me. Okay, what do we got going on here? I'm pretty sure this was the right cave, right? No? See, this is... Oh, there we go, it is. Oh, no, it was... The one from before was actually right. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? So we're going to go get our pork chops just so we don't die. And also we can get some more stuff, I guess. Can't believe my dumb joke is where we leave this. You better believe it is. You better believe it is. Okay, so 2 stacks of cobblestone. Throw the 6 back in the chest. Throw just the extra garbage we don't really need back in the chest. Also, we'll make a iron chest plate for when this one runs out. Just as a little backup. And also, we'll grab our pork chops. Okay, there's not as many as I remember, but that's fine. And throw those in there. Heck yeah, we got 11 pork chops. That'll cover us a decent amount of time. I hope. I don't know for sure. The seed is like groundhogs there. Leave the poles too. Oh yeah, that's a smart idea, Imja. You know what? Imja, I know there's a reason I keep you around. And by keep you around, I mean you decide to stay here. That's the good thing about this live stream, right? We've got a relationship with each other. Although it's arguably a relationship you will have with me and that I have with you on a lesser extent. But it's a relationship that works entirely off. I'm actually going to keep the gravel. And I'm going to not keep the twisting vines, though. Just in case something does go horribly wrong. But, yeah, I like when someone gives a good tip. That actually makes you better. Like, some people give good tips. They're like, hey, Toy Cat, did you know that you can make a crafting table using... you know, actually, I can't even think of a dumb tip. But that was good. That's like, someone thought about something, and they came out on the other side with a useful tip that helps me out. And that's what I'm talking about. See, I'm gonna use my netherrack stairs. We're not gonna use these. Because this, I don't actually know how to get back into the cave this way. But this, on the other hand, I can't even find it, actually. Where was it? It was over there, right? Maybe? Nope. Was it another cave through? It was. Okay, there we go. So we just gotta stack up to that before that magma cube gets me. Definitely gonna do so. Oh, I can make potions, because I've got... No, I don't have blaze rods. I can make potions once I get blaze rods. Although that... You know, I should bring a cauldron to the nether, just so I can, make potions. Yeah, if I just bring sand, and I bring... This is dumb, but you know, this whole run is dumb. Let's just keep rolling with the dumbness, shall we? Then we can make health potions. Or we can make strength potions. I guess health potions are useful, sure. So we're gonna grab, we're gonna have a whole thing. It's gonna be great. So we'll take the cauldron with the water in it. Actually, wait. I guess it empties out the water every time. We're gonna go fill some water. Hello, zombie. Good to see you. Been a while. Gonna use the water. And then we have all we need. And we need some sand now. There's probably some in that chest. You know what, let's just take our own sand. Just in case there's not. You never want to bet on the wrong horse, right? And by horse in this case, I'm not sure what I'm implying. There we go. Now we've got all the ingredients we need to make a brewing stand and to actually brew in the nether. That'll be fun, right? It's not our relationship, it's my relationship. Played the seed, ancient debris at 2/3. Thank you for the ancient debris quartz. I can't store that in my brain right now. And also it's not useful because I don't have diamonds. That's the real tragedy, right? Even if I wanted to use that, I cannot. So I'm gonna smelt this now. Just get it done here. Easy stuff. I'm also gonna, I guess I'll also smelt up the, oh, be fast. Smelt up the cooked chicken. Oh yeah. And I think I had some more, nope, we're all good. Okay, we've got all the food we need for a whole run here. Also got the bottles we're gonna need. Oh wait, I could fill them with water without using the cauldron. And then I wouldn't need the cauldron. You know, I'm too committed to this idea. I am making potions in the nether. It's gonna be great. But yeah, cauldron's we can also fill it. It'll be great. How would one even go about respecting water? Respect water's boundaries, you know. Like sometimes water just wants to be left alone. And I think respecting that when water wants it is very important. A lot of people don't understand that you know, not everyone can be as extroverted as they are. And so, you know, water seems like an extroverted entity because it's like it's going everywhere all the time. But the truth is, sometimes water just needs to recover from all of that. And if you respected water and its desires, I think water will respect you more too. I think also Dylan Green, what? But make sure to watch the stream when it's loaded. Hope you're having a great day. I am, and it's better because of you, Dylan. I hope you're doing great today. Forts and Hightail feels like an evolution of Minecraft. It'll be. Okay, this is gonna sound. A lot of people aren't gonna like the words I'm going to say, but the problem with Hightail, like even if Hightail is the best game, and there's a, oh, we're in the wrong cave, aren't we? Oh, the cave I was in didn't end here. The cave I was in went further, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am 100% off on that one. So we'll scoop around here until we find something. Is this repeaty? Yes, this is repeaty. It's not as useful that it repeats, but it is some amount of useful. The thing about making a successful video game is not 100% down to making a good video game. I'm now late, but here's my first target tax. And also, good luck. Thank you, Aaron Bon and Ultra Gaming Super Channel. Thank you for the tips, my friends. You know, not as good as the tip from Imgur about bringing, I don't know, I think it was bring a water bucket. No, the tip was leave the ender pearls, I think. But to actually not joke and be serious. Like to have a successful product in any category, even like on YouTube, let's say, the number one characteristic everyone assumes the only characteristic is the product. Like you need to make a thing that is just really good. But if anyone's looked at their recommended page before, you'll know that like the things on there aren't always the best. They're the most compelling. You know, like they're not the best examples of what a YouTube video can be, but there is something about them that will compel you to click on them. Now that something is obviously going to vary hugely by person, and making something that's compelling to a lot of people is obviously kind of key as well. But oh wait, whenever I say something like I'm always like, you know, I could finish this, make it a ch, pretend that was my whole intention in the first place. Have fun. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Ultra Gaming Super Channel. I wish you the best of luck. You know, you already said good luck, but you upped it from $2 to $5 to say best of luck. So now I know you're serious about that luck. Disrespect water, stay hydrated. You know, I think we should all respect water and hydrate ourselves. Like water just wants to be inside of us, and obviously we should only let it in there when we really want it to. You know, like only let water in with consent. But we should be consenting more often to water being inside of us, because that is how you stay hydrated. Okay, so we're gonna go backwards, maybe. No, we're not gonna find a nether fortress this way. I guess we're just, okay, we're gonna ignore the infinite flow of the nether. We're gonna ignore it and just go this way. I don't like that that's what we're doing. But I think we're not going to find success unless if we try to bridge that gap over there. It's a non-bridgeable gap. I'm so tired. I'm pulling an all-nighter walking around. The whole like all-nighter. Oh, look at this thing. Should we follow it? I mean, what choice do we have? What choice do we have? So let's make a nice little staircase. 2 blocks down each way. We're gonna have to deal with this on the way back, but that's later me's problem, right? And now let's go diagonally across. Hopefully this little island in the nether is an infinite generator. No, it's not. You never know until you go, I guess. So, also, big brain water talk time with Toycat. Indeed, big brain water talk time. You ever think about how, also I hope he doesn't get drunk again since Amelia Malowska. It's been a while since a Melon Juice stream, and by a while I mean I think it was my birthday. That was a good stream. By good stream I mean probably not very good. I mean, I guess it was good depending on your definition of the word. I should add that to the unlisted live stream playlist. I always like unlist them for a while afterwards, just in case like there's something awful in there. Again, it sucks that one of the things that we're doing that I'm trying my best to do here on this YouTube channel. It's like this is like being successful on YouTube is already rolling some dice. A lot of people try to pretend their success is 100% down to them, and like, yeah, of course, you put a lot of work into it, but also on some level, it's outside your control, at least somewhere in the process. And so one of the things that's like hard is like not only getting, you know, some form of growth here on YouTube, but also trying my best to like avoid the, you know, like so many people are like, okay, here's my plan to becoming the biggest streamer ever. I'm gonna have like some huge controversy. Everyone's gonna hate me, and then after they're done hating me, that's when I'm gonna convince them that they love me, you know. And it works. Like if you have 100 people that hate you, you can probably convince at least one of them to like you eventually. So that's why like drama and controversy, like there's a reason people go do awful things, because like, yeah, it's a form of marketing. Hey, we found something, by the way. We found something. It's a weird repeating cave. Getting a little bit of deja vu, but that's fine. But I think trying to... Hey, we found a bastion, darn it. After all that time, we could have just found a bastion this way. Are we going to accept it? What other choice do we have? What other choice do we have? Toycat, why do you do the things of them that can also... Okay, I don't know what that word means. Malmius. I always want to understand comments, but I didn't understand yours. Thank you, Wolfie Got Toasty, and also the poor doggo, bro. Man, the poor doggo. I'm sorry that there is a poor doggo in your life. He should be a rich doggo. You know, why are we not working to make this doggo as well off as this doggo can be? Also, thank you very much, Mr. Ultra Gaming Super Channel. I like I like the level up in your enthusiasm from like, you know, good luck. I hope you have really good luck to like, this is an amazing video. I'm glad you've liked it more every time. Or maybe you're just testing the waters. I don't know you. Don't know your strategy. I'm just vaguely grateful for it. Yeah, this is a dangerous way to live in the nether. It definitely is. But we found a bastion. That's something, right? That's something. The lack of... I don't think I've ever gone this far without Death Fortress. Like, I'm glad it's not speedrun. Again, I have to repeatedly say that. This is
an amazing video, bro.
Thank you, bro. You know, you're an amazing video. You ever think about that? You ever think about how... Oh, we found the same cave from before. The same repeating little... Perfect. So we can follow this forever, or we can go in here. Chat, bastion or fortress? What should we look for first? Because we're on a bastion, obviously. Yeah, I really enjoy... I really want to... Like, this is a fun thing. Okay, everyone's saying bastion. You know, I know a good argument when I see one. So, we want the nether warts, and then we're going to break a bunch of blocks, and then we're going to get out of there. That is my very loose, potentially very questionable strategy. We're going to make a bunch of these too. But yeah, the plan right now is to... I need an iron pickaxe so I can mine, obviously, the gold blocks in there. I don't know if I even want the gold blocks. I just want to mine them anyway. Seems like a good idea. So we're going to jump down. onto a twisting vine. Oh, I could climb up on a twisting vine too, I guess. That'd be smart, wouldn't it? So, yeah, we're going to grab these first, because we need these.
No, I just love it.
Hey, thank you, Ultra Gaming Super Channel. I predicted the pattern. I predicted it. I knew who would like it even more. And I can predict that is his last one. Look at my high-quality predictions right here. Never wrong. Oh, God, why'd I open the chest? Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have. Actually, is it even that big? I don't think it is. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely a big deal. Being trapped in a corner against this many piglins. Bad thing to be. Bad place to be. Bad. I've forgotten about how nightmarish this can be. So we're gonna break this. You know what? Oh, that's a lot of piglins, eh? That's a lot of piglins. So we're just gonna make ourselves a little hole this way. And there we go, we're good. So now while they're all busy with that. Nope, can't get up to me. So I can maybe grab a gold helmet, gold sword, grab the Gilded Blackstone. I mean, that's essential when you're going through something like this. Thank you very much, Heather McKinn. So I can't tithing. You know what? The problem with the word tithing, I guess, like, it's the same with tax, actually. It's the toy cat tithing, except you only pay if you want to. I think it's crazy that some, you know, I guess that's something. You know, I think it's crazy that, I guess it's actually voluntary because religion's voluntary. But like if people are thinking like, oh man, I hate paying money to the church, but I have to or I go to hell. I think that's where things are scary. I think if people like voluntarily give 10% of their income to the church or whatever, that's cool, I guess. That's nice. That's delightful. I mean, like, you know, like people who give their money voluntarily to anything they believe is good, it's probably a good thing. Better than most people do. Okay, we got a piece of gold. That's all we've got so far, by the way. This is really not worked out in my favor just yet. But that will all change soon. That will all change soon. Just gotta have the right break in the right moment. So I'm gonna go back to, man, this place has not worked out for me. I just wanna throw that into the wind right now. Just say, yep, this was not. Also, this is the last. I can't do anymore.
I can't do anymore. Smiley face.
Hey,
smiley face.
Smiley face to you, Mr. Ultra Gaming Super Channel. Not just Ultra, not just Gaming, not just Super. All of those things at the same time. Now, thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. I hope that you are doing great. That's religion is not pay to win, says Jola. Religion is officially not pay to win. Actually, wait. I think it is. I think, like, there are religions that are pay to win. Like, Scientology is a pay-to-win religion. Like, that's just undoubtable fact. I'm afraid to break it to you if you don't believe so. But Scientology is very pay-to-win. We don't like to talk about it too much here, because do not want the Scientologists
What is your
coming after me.
favorite alcoholic beverage?
Hey, thank you, Jess Ely. Guess Ely? Geese Ely. Gisely. Favorite alcoholic beverage in the world. That's a hard one to say, actually. Probably like a very tasty. Like I had a drink that, like a milkshake that has like the tiniest bit of alcohol in. So you're like, oh yeah, it's like a beverage that I'm really drinking for the alcohol, but I'm drinking a milkshake. And maybe secondarily, like yeah, no, actually, I really like rums. But like is kind of like, you know, all relative when it comes to alcohol, right? You've always got to admit that it's like, well, do I like it more than like orange juice? I'd be lying if I said I did. I'd be lying if I said I did. Anyway, so we found like all the goodies we can get. We got a gold block. We got. I can make multiple gold ingots. We got a gold block. We got some arrows. I even got some gilded blackstone that we're not going to be able to use. But I think other than that, we should bounce out of here. And the easiest way to get out of here, and by easiest I mean definitely not easiest, is to, okay, just stack ourselves up. Oh god, I underestimated that one. Oh lord. And then we just stack up from here. Okay, that doesn't work. So we stack up from here instead. And boom, we're out there. Easy as that. That was an easy raid. There's probably more things I should go in there for, but I'd rather not. So Cat, is the saw repaired? You just did a mod. No, it's a Minecraft feature. Maybe you haven't experienced it yet. I'm glad I could be your first time. So yeah, the bastion actually goes through this cave here, which is interesting. But yeah, let's just keep using this cave as a way to explore the nether. It's fun, because usually when you explore the nether, you're not in a cave. This is the cave update we've all wanted. It's an accidental cave update. But believe me when I say a cave update, it is. Chocolate shake with a hint of cleaning alcohol plus yum. Maybe not cleaning alcohol. You know, that might be hazardous to one's health. Not gonna, you know, not gonna confirm or deny that one for you. But probably not a great idea. Also, thank you very much for the final Ultra Gaming Super. I missed it, but you know, you proved me wrong. I said that was your last one, and that proves what I know. No, anyone who claims to know anything is clearly wrong. So, yeah, I guess every time we find a little exit, we should look outside of it, just in case it's something. Also, look, ooh. Does this repeat infinitely too? Nope, this just goes to some skeletons. Do not want that in my life. Do not want that in my life. Do not want that in my life. It's kind of cool that you could probably go in for, like... This is probably the best seed if you want to travel thousands of blocks in your nether. Because with just a little bit of effort, you can make a really cool nether path that looks kind of intentional, you know? When to catch your first time seeing new nether vines, says yeah girl. First of all, delightful name. Second of all, that's crazy that you haven't seen the nether twisting vines yet. I would never believe that that is a first time for anyone. But you know, it's a first time for everything except murder, rape, and incest, right? Okay, we got this. So Kat, in episode 42 of the Updated Adventure Let's Play, you didn't ever eat that pork chop. It's been in that chest for years. You should tweet me where the coordinates and a picture, and then I can include it in my next Let's Play, okay? Because I'm probably going to record that soon, now that this week's has gone up. I used to record the Let's Plays like as close to Monday as I could, and that like because I was talking about what's going on in the week, and like quarantine has like ruined the concept of time. The level where like, what have I been up to the past week has been the same for the past 20 weeks. What have I been up to? Well, it's interesting because I've been indoors a bunch. Like for the first time in months now, I went climbing yesterday. Like one of my little hobbies has been resumed. And obviously your hobbies sound dumb to anyone who's not you. So if you hear that and you think, it's pretty dumb, Toy Cat, you're not. Fair enough. That's on me for having a hobby you don't agree with. And you know, I'm gonna change my life just to match your expectations about what my hobbies should and shouldn't be. But this week's been the first week that I've been really bored. Usually I'm really fine on my own. I wonder what changed. Maybe you've hit your limit. Because I really think everyone does have their limit of how long they can be inactive before getting bored, before getting restless, before it starts to like affect them. Like I think that's one of the key differences that defines people. Like I've thought about this forever, about how people are different. You know how we always have these words about how like everyone's the same, man, and it's like it's meant to be like a point about equality, but it's like, well, I mean, you know, we should aim to be treated the same. Yeah, that's a good goal. That's good. We want that. That's ideal. But also like the thing, like everyone always acts like the most important characteristics that make you different to other people are the ones externally. Like it's a very big political movement, especially recently. But I think like the biggest things that actually determine different people, one of them is definitely one of like the big like 5 or so characteristics that make you different. One is always like, how long can you not do things before you, like how long can you be unproductive? How long can you know, how long can you go before you the urge to be productive like kicks in and forces you to do that? I think that's actually like a very big I think that's a very big like difference maker between people that we never think about, you know, because like I guess people tend to coalesce people are the same, but that determines, oh lord, that determines always scary, that determines like how you know, like how entertainment versus work focused you're going to be, which will determine like so much about like who you can be friends with. Like, can you be friends with someone if they never want to go do fun things? Can you be friends with someone if all they want to do is fun things and they don't respect and appreciate your desire to work? You know, like key thing to at least understand the difference of. One is like, you know, like how like creative and artistic or whatever you are. Yes, artistic. We're gonna go through this little cave because it might just be a repeatable thing. That's the goal here. Damn it, how do we find 2 bastions before we found a fortress? What is happening to me today? Maybe the bastions are repeating, but like every X hundred blocks. If it's the same bastion, I'm genuinely gonna believe that. But it's probably not, right? It's probably not. I'm probably fine. Thank you very much. Oh wait, nope, I heard the noise imaginarily. It's all good. MLG vines. I missed MLG water, because it's a shame, because MLG water's never worked on Bedrock. It's one of the biggest shames, I would say. One of the very biggest shames. Fortresses are super rare. Oh, why are they mad at me? What did I do wrong to them? Are they mad because... Nope, I'm wearing gold. Did I look in a chest without realizing it? Did I mine a gold block? I probably mined a gold block. I mined a gold block. Didn't even think about it. My brain just registered it as like... Oh, it's the same one! Wait, maybe the bastions repeat, just not every chunk. Maybe there's a minimum distance between bastions. Wait, what if that's true? What if there's a minimum distance? And we just haven't thought about it. Wait, chat, can you do the coordinates between the last bastion and this one? And tell me what it is? Because if it is, if the coordinate difference is like a round number, like 500, we might be onto something. Because it's probably a coincidence. But you always wanna roll the dice in those coincidences, right? Actually, I think that's another thing that, like one of the things we fundamentally do is we see coincidences and things, right? I think how much you see coincidence versus causational is another thing that like makes people very different. In good ways. I think someone who sees everything as being like a conspiracy is very well balanced by someone who sees everything as definitely not being. You know, there are oh, my leggings broke, but my iron leggings are gone. They were definitely iron. You all saw them. They were made of iron. That's what happened there. The iron leggings, they definitely were, just broke off, and it's sad and it's tragic. So yeah, this is a dangerous move I'm about to make. Let's just do it anyway. You want to come at me? You want to come at me? And if you have a crossbow? If not, I'm not interested. I don't think they can actually get over here, right? Oh, they can. Very slowly and inefficiently. You can grab 1 diamond vein, then mine 1616, so why don't you have full diamond yet, says Ruben Stratton. Because finding 1 diamond vein is very hard, at least for me. Also, you know, I didn't even consider like how we're gonna deal with that. Okay, so now we've got all the piglins dead. We take the crying obsidian, make some respawn anchors or something, I don't know. Take the soul speed boots. Man, I've got like an inventory problem. Like a big problem, like seriously big. Put the gold swords back, grab more crying obsidian. Hey, gold leggings, there we go. That is the solution to all my problems. Also, we probably have like a good stack of arrows by now. So that's nice. We got that going on. That's fun. But yeah, so like I'm like really, one of the things I don't like about myself, but it's true regardless, that I have to learn to get along with in regards to me, is I know I'm really like, I don't know what the word would be. I was gonna use the word sketchy, but that's not correct. I'm really like cautious. I'm very, but only if like, of things that like most people are not, I guess. Like, I'm very easily jump at like, yep, oh yeah, this is all some grand. One of the things that scares, I guess this is a better way to put it. One of the things that scares me that doesn't scare most people are the thoughts inside other people's heads. And we need a crafting table to make the rest of these nuggets. Like you know, this is a thing like some people get without really even like diagnosing or realizing. But a lot of people are very like, you know, like if you assume when you're like, I don't think paranoia is even the word, but like if you assume that everyone is very, you know, like if you assume that when you're not with your friends, you're like worried about what they're saying about you, you know, or whatever thing like that. I think that's a version of it. I think being concerned about what other people are doing, because one of the things that you'll see, like one of the like, I think this is kind of a tragedy, but all the time, non-stop. Maybe just I have bad people in my life. But like when someone leaves and like you're like, oh yeah, thank God that person's gone, and it's like, wait, if we say that about them when they're not here, I wonder what we say about me when I'm not here. Like I think I even alluded to this when I was like, wouldn't it be interesting to die just to see, you know, and like be a ghost just to see what people said about you at your own funeral. Like, that would be fascinating, right? Try and tell me I'm wrong. If you disagree with me on that, then I don't know that you're a real human being. That's my official stance here. Yeah, I really want to... I don't want to keep on heading this way because we're so far away from spawn. So I'm going to start placing blocks this way to hint it up. Never going to give you up as 33 years old today, Toy Cat. It says Lock 32. Isn't it crazy that I'm younger than that song? Like, that piece of work is younger than me. Older than me? Older than me, yeah. I'm younger than it. It's older than me. Self-conscious. You can never really know how people... Yeah, even the closest you can ever get to another human being. Let's say that's like a relationship. But like, you know, it could be your friendships. I don't know how you live your life. The closest you can never get to another human being is always so much less close than you can be of yourself. Like, people like to talk about close friends. In reality, the closest friend you'll ever have, sadly, you know, maybe, is going to be yourself. Like, no one can ever know you like you know you. Like, think about how long it takes you to work out who you are as a person and whatnot. Like, you know, some of you are still working it out now. I would argue we're all still working out on some level who we are, how we work, etc., etc. And if we go this way, we might find another bastion, right? I am my closest friend. See, that's nice. That's the wholesome way of thinking about it. But you are the closest friend that you have. And like, think about how much we're like, you're discovering things. Even like, I'm 25. I discover new things about myself, or like I can at least put words to things I know about myself. Think about like the closest you can be to someone would mean that they are with you maybe like half as much as you're with yourself. And that'd be way too close. A friend who's actually with you half of your life. 12 hours every day, all day. You know, you sleep for 9 hours. So that means they're with you for 80% of your waking day, every day. Never days of nothing. You're closer to yourself by a country mile. I don't know where that saying's from. But like, you are so much closer to yourself than anyone else can be. You know, can be to you. And the fact that you don't really know you means like, can you really, if they can't know you, which they can't, can you really know them? You think you know your friends, and you know, you hopefully do, but do you really? I had a friend who told me that like, he had one of the people I thought I knew as like being a pretty simple guy. He's like, yeah, I have wildly violent thoughts, man, like all the time. I have to like take him out on something every now and then, or it manifests. And I was like, whoa, that is like you don't expect it from them, and that's because, you know, we try to like archetype people. You know how like actually let's bring it back to Karens, right? Like the name Karen makes you assume things about people that is true for some people named Karen. Let's even say a lot of people. A lot of people named Karen are Karens, but a lot of people named Karens are nothing like that. They're super considerate, care about everyone else so greatly. And, you know, they get archetyped in that way. But, like, that's a very extreme example because it's online. When you meet someone named Joshua, all the previous Joshuas you've met line up that way. When you meet someone with a certain face structure, and it matches, like, the face structure of other people that you know, the way that you think about them will change based on that. Like, like, some people look like douchebags or whatever, you know? You're like, oh, this guy. And it's like, no, they don't. They look like someone else who looked like a thing. You can't actually make an assumption about them. But we just roll with it, and it's like, I guess, just as good as not. Philosophy time, doot. I think most Karens I know are pretty nice. I don't know any Karens. You know, if you're a Karen and you're watching the stream, tell me about yourself. Wait, there's 6,200 people watching right now. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, by the way. Someone here is statistically named Karen. Tell me about yourself. Do you think that is inaccurate? Or do you think that, like, the Karen meme is pretty accurate to you? And most people, even the ones who it is accurate, would say that it is, but, like, most people aren't gonna fit perfectly into that stereotype. I know a really nice Karen. She's a retired professor who makes chocolate in her free time, says oxymoron. See? That is an oxymoron. Well, it's not actually an oxymoron. But, yeah, I just find it to be, I find it very weird that we can never, because we know other people can never know us fully. So, yet we expect to fully know other people, or even come close to that. You will never know what's on the inside of someone else's head. You can know someone for 10 years, and then they can reveal, oh yeah, this is all just a sting operation. I've been trying to gather details about you for XYZ thing. Especially like and like for most people that's like an unrealistic fun thing. But you know, if you're not most people, if you are a person, and you know, like maybe you're in a position where lots of people want things from you. Maybe you're a YouTuber. Let's just imagine that. Funny. But yeah, maybe that start to erode your trust in human beings. Hello, says Jake Globlox. Thank you, Jake Globlox. Did I say it right? Globlox. Globlox. I loved hey, we found another fortress. I loved Rayman Rush as a kid. Like I played Rayman 3 as well. Like I played one of the Rayman games. Wait, I played like I never played the main series Rayman outside of Rayman 3 for the GameCube. I always played the weird, like I played the Game Boy game. I played this like racing game for the PlayStation 1 version of Rayman. It was called Rayman Rush. Global was my favorite character because he could float. Yeah, that's just any racing game or any game where like speed is important that gives one of the characters the ability to float is just like, well, we found our OP character. It's just it's like even like Kirby and Smash Bros. Like not falling off the stage, pretty good as it turns out. Who would have figured that in a game where falling off the stage will kill you, falling off is bad. But yeah, good to see you, man. Named after a cool character in a video game. And isn't, I mean, I guess you know. I'm not going to tell you what you know. I'll tell you things you don't know. Did you know the square root of pi is 1 point something, probably? Yeah, it's got to be 1 point something, right? Yeah, because 2 times 2 is 4. And it's 3.14. It's 1.7 something, probably, right? That sounds about right to me. Let's go this way. Yeah, I guess, it'd be like 1.8 something. You know, I'm not going to work out what the square root of pi is right now. What I am going to work out, Rayman Legends is great. Yeah, I played some, oh god, we're dead. It's over. It's GG now. See, this is the cool thing about, strongholds. Oh, and their fortresses. When they, like, this is a nether fortress that generate with a giant basalt pillar going through it. Pretty cool, in my opinion. Also, thank you, Ruben Von Straten, name rate. Okay, Ruben, cool name. Reminds me of the pig from Minecraft Story Mode. Van, you know what? I don't hate them as a form of transport. Straten, well, you got those Dutch pro strats, right? Your ender pearls are gone. He scared me there. I was like, oh no, are they? And then I was like, I put them in a chest. Why did I fall? Well, I'm not even fall for that. Just like, you know, why did that get me? Have we had our hour-long way to talk this stream yet? Says Guys of YT. Also, wait, oh god, why am I reading your chat instead of doing this? So first of all, never played Rayman, just got it from the Minecraft skin. You know what? OP Minecraft skin. So OP, and it made you pick a name from it, huh? Ooh, okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Nice. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Okay, so are we rating names as Mother Russia? That is a standard part of the Toy Cat live stream. Have you really been away for that long? Also, no, to go back to your thing, Guys of YT. Have we had our hour-long way to talk this stream yet? We haven't. I know that people from the United States of America, you get very upset with me when we talk about waiters. I'm sorry to do this to you again, but I need to know. Oh, we got a diamond. I need to know this question, even though I know it's gonna hurt you, because that's how this be's like. That's how this be, I guess. But I want to know. During the pandemic, right? Restaurants haven't been open because we've assumed that restaurants are the biggest way that people spread COVID. I mean, like, I'm not gonna question it too much. Yeah, I'm sure there's good science behind that. So the thing I want to know is like, there's been a lot of delivery, right? A lot of restaurants been doing delivery. Do you tip your delivery driver the same way you tip your waiter? Despite the fact that they do more work, by the way. Like, your waiter brings you food about 10 meters max, 15, 20, 30 foot. And your delivery driver goes like 3,000. That's probably more than 3,000 feet, right? So I want to know, do you tip your delivery driver, and do you tip them as percent? Because in the UK, like, people barely tip them. When they do, it's like, here's a quid, here's a couple quid. Do you tip them a percentage of the food that you ordered? That's what I want to know. Because obviously everyone tips delivery drivers some amount, or like some people do, but like it's kind of your choice, but also it's kind of not. I don't know. I get mixed signals. Every American gives me different words on this, which implies there isn't a unified system, but everyone likes to believe there is. Like, it's interesting. No one likes to go, oh yeah, I tip 20%. People go, you tip 20%. Like, it's it's a wacky thing to me. Like, but again, we're not going to question it. We're just going to go, I tip out the same for a waiter and DoorDasher. See, but isn't the DoorDasher doing a significantly greater service for you? They are going so much further. No, you know, am I wrong about that? You know, I feel like some people see it the other way. Like, oh yeah, the real service I want is for someone to come over while I've got food in my mouth and to be like, what my favorite thing about waiters is when you got food in your mouth, they're like, do you enjoy the food? And you have to be like, no, I was just doing it because I was bored. It's awful. Send it back after this bite that I'm midway through. It's not a tip, it's a delivery driver tax. I like that terminology, David Salamano. I like that terminology. Yeah, I think the way, because like one thing I've heard, and I want to get your thoughts on, because again, I don't know what it's like to order delivery food in America because I've never done it, and I like until I'm in Vegas where I won't have a option to do it myself and whatever. Like, there's not great public transport. There's not great options for rideshare. Anyway, like, so I've heard that there's this problem where, like, oh yeah, if people take too long with your food, you don't tip them. Is that the logic we follow, American internet friends? Okay, now we've upset Americans enough. We've upset the tippers of the world. We're like, no, you gotta tip this amount. And it's not just that I do it; it's that everyone has to, despite the fact that everyone's saying different things. To how did that lava spawn hit? By the way, like, what the heck is that? Like, it's everywhere too. There's just a wall of lava in here. Do you prefer America or Britain? The thing I like about America, I've always liked that it's more, I guess, more prosperous and open to sales. Like, I know, like, there are genuinely some people who would be like, oh yeah. Also, no tipping is a thing in Finland. We pay a price of food that pays for all the employees working on it. No, you're an insane human being. Also, wait, first of all, Dix for Prez, do you prefer shells or lasagna? Stuffed shells are good, but lasagna is even better. Rip Room for Minecraft Story Mode, I agree. Z-Core 619. And, Noah, to answer your question, OG Dogmaster, that's insane. I can't believe that you pay for things and then expect that pays for the employees too. What a dumb system that is. Like, I've always thought that, like, why is the employee got to be paid by the company? Whenever I work, you know, like, I like being paid directly from people way more than I like being paid by corporations, etc. On that note, wait, let's hit the insert ad button. Okay, okay, we've upset everyone now. We're good. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is get that whole, like, no, you don't get it. You don't get it going, and then we can move on with our days. Made more as a bartender than I do in the medical field. See, that's the one thing I like. Like, again, that kind of goes to what I like about America. Even though, as a consumer, I hate tipping because it's awkward because you don't know how much. You don't know if you've done it right or not. You just, like, a person just thinks you're an awful human being or not based on some arbitrary tipping values, which vary from place, by the way. Everyone likes to pretend it's unified, but it's kind of not. Like, everyone I speak to says different amounts, and I assume that's regionally based. But like, as a person who likes other people to succeed, I love the idea of, like, tipping, because I think the cool thing about any job, like, the downside to working at McDonald's, for instance, is that there is no reason to care about how much, how happy people are, it's that they are, the bad thing about working at the place that is so cool, has invented the Happy Meal, is that you have no real incentive to care about people's happiness. And the other thing is, like, no matter how good you are at your job, if you do care about people about that regardless, there's no real way you can get, like most jobs aren't set up to be like, here's your base pay, here's your bonus. Like, really high-end financial jobs do that, and it's smart. It's a really motivating thing. More jobs should have a bonus, like, once a year, so you don't spend it on your day-to-day stuff based on how you did. And I don't know how you could do it without the bonus system being corrupt and whatever else, but I think that every job, besides the cap of what you can do for the business, like, how good can a, like, what's an example? Like, Yeah, actually, no, I think, like, every job should have, like, a much higher cap depending on how good you are at that thing. Like, we should reward competence a lot more than we do. Right now, if you want to be rewarded for competence, you have to, like, search for another job. You should be able to do one job and be rewarded for loyalty. Because I think loyalty is a good thing. I think we should encourage loyalty rather than heavily discourage it in everything that we do. Well, that's me being a crazy person. Oh no, I want McDonald's now. Do you have a cauldron, says Alcazol? Oh yeah, I was gonna do some brewing here in the Nether. I still kind of want to, actually. Oh no! Oh! Okay, thank you for watching today's live stream. I should have, if I didn't panic, if I was just like twisting vines, if I could have just done that, we'd have been great. We'd have been, we'd have pulled that one off. You know what? Let's go save ourselves. Oh no, we're really far away from even the portal, right? Okay, so if we ignore the fact that I spawned into an empty chunk, you know, I don't think Minecraft wants me to get my stuff. Actually, I think I can walk around normally. Is this the doorway? No, that's the doorway. Oh, this is the staircase in the corner of the room. So we're gonna walk out. Hey, we're back. Let's try and get our stuff. It's gonna be hard, but you know what isn't hard. So I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. I think that we proved that we can't, I guess. No, I think this is a really fun challenge. I had a lot of fun just playing, goofing off on the challenge. And if you enjoyed it, then like the video stream thing and let me know. I'm going to be streaming more, and the goal is to not be late. Today we were 4 minutes late, but that counts as less than 5 minutes, which counts as not late. So we're doing a week of not late Toycat streams. And if you want to come watch tomorrow, that'd be great. And if you don't want to come watch tomorrow, then you know what? Who am I to tell you what you can and cannot watch? Am I right? You could say that this is a world where no one can tell you what you can and cannot watch, if you wanted to be so inclined. Anyway, thank you to the bunch of you who did show up today. That was cool. I'm glad you liked the challenge. We can do it again if you'd like. Let me know. But you know, like the stream if you want to see this again. And actually, no, don't like and dislike because something. Actually, no, screw it. Like the stream if you want to see more of this. Dislike if you want to see more. Although, actually, I think a better barometer. Do that anyway, just whatever. But also, leave a comment when the stream is finished, being like, yeah, I'd like to see more of this, because that's all I want to see in the world. Just nice, wholesome comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good. Wait, I need to finish looking at like an infinite repeating water, right? It's the only way to do this. Thank you all for watching, because I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. So it looks suspiciously repeating. It doesn't, right? Whatever. You know what? We'll never be able to make it look good, because this is just the stream version of me. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh, I don't have the end stream button hotkeyed to F9. So I'm gonna have to like do that now. Just pretend I'm not here right now. I'm gonna stop recording. F9. Stop streaming. F9. Or is it F10? No, it's F9. Okay, we're done.